I don't know about you, but I'm looking at these grass fields and I see money. Heyo, what's going on, everybody? DjGoHam here. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Pennsylvania here on Farming Simulator 19. Today, we are getting some mowing done. We have a couple fields. As a matter of fact, we have 3 fields total that have grass in them that we can plow up and kind of do it to it. We can kind of put the tractor in here. And we are going to first mow all this up, and then you're going to plow it up. As a matter of fact, I didn't even think about this area right here. We're going to do this one too, which means we got 4 total areas. Let's take a look and we'll see exactly what we're talking about. So in here, there are 2 grass fields. Plus, we have the field right here in front of our sheep. Plus, over here, we have the horse pasture as well. All of these are grass and horses. You know, of course, they take hay. Would be really cool to be able to do some horse stuff with this, but I would also like to do sheep. Sheep are pretty nice, so we're going to try and do that. We talked about that in a previous video. So what we're going to do is we're going to come in here. We're going to go ahead and mow all of this up. Then we're going to come in and we're going to plow it all up. So the last episode, if you guys were around, last episode, we came in here and, well, we had a little bit of fun, didn't we? Let's turn this on and let's see what we've got. Let's go in and we are going to toggle work mode to swath drop. That's going to be perfect through there. Turn it on, and go. And one thing about these is they don't really like helpers too much. So we are going to refrain from using any helpers through here. Of course, this isn't technically a field, so we can't technically use workers anyway, but just a heads up, these mowers that I'm using, they are not helper friendly, so be careful when you're doing what you're doing with the workers through here. This is not very big, and as a matter of fact, the mower setup that we're using in here might be a little bit much, but this channel is nothing except but a little bit much anyway all the time, so I ain't too worried about it. So let's do this. Let's head around through here. We are going to get all of this grass mowed. That way we can come through a little bit later and pick it up. Then we're going to have to plow it and do all the other stuff as well. We got a whole lot of work to do, so let's get right into it. Hey, we're looking pretty good. I will say I am not super happy yet again with my recording quality, so I will say probably in the next video or something like that, I'm actually going to go through and make this a single PC setup. I'm just not crazy about it. Does that make sense? Yeah, just not crazy about it. That's all. Real talk, I literally just realized that my OBS recording may or may not have been on, was it medium, low, something like that? Whatever it was on way too high. The files are going to be massive. I also realized that my CPU was hitting like bad things. Yeah, let's drop that. Let's go ahead and unfold all these bad boys. Let's see. I think I'm going to start maybe a little bit further out on this one. There's not much to this field. Let's be fair. I mean, you can look at this field. I mean, look at this field. It ain't nothing to this field. But we're still going to try and get as much of this as we can. Also, I noticed that this is dry grass, but the grass that we did over there looks to be wet grass. It's not going to really matter. I could care less, to be honest with you. I'm just going to pull all this up anyway, and it's all going to be just grass at the end of the day. So I don't even care what it says or what it thinks it says, because I'm going to make it the same thing regardless of what I do. There we go. There's that. And again, remember, we only have one more area to do after this, which is going to be real nice. Pull straight forward through here. Get all that done. Yeah. All right, cool. Let's get all of this unfolded. There we go. We'll go ahead and raise or turn off the back, raise it up, unfold it. Maybe we can even go out through here. Let's see if this unfolds in or out. Probably in. Yeah, I expect it in. Again, remember, we have to come back through and pick all this up again. But we got one field. Man, this is a lot of work. Why did I give myself so much work to do today? This is an absurd amount of work. Let's head across the road. How about that? Let's head across the road to our horse farm. This is the last one, and then we'll be good, ready to pick everything up. I did turn off added realism for vehicles. A lot of you guys were talking about that mod after the last video that we did, and you were like, yeah, you know, I turned that off. That's it. Always caused me problems. Well, it caused me problems too. So you know what? I ain't gonna mess with it no more. Let's just do it like this and be done with it. Take this, lower it out, and we have some more work to do. So let's get this last field mowed and we will move on. One thing, while we're in here, this barn that you see at the top, that red barn, is a really, really cool barn. We will be taking a look inside that barn, maybe in this episode or the next, something like that. But I'd love to take you guys on a little tour of that barn because it is very unique. It's quite different from anything that we've seen before in Farm Sim. I did talk to TNT Modding about this barn and basically said, like, yeah, you know, I was looking for something like that, but I couldn't really find anything. He finally found one that he liked. This has 2 stories to it. The bottom is, it's got a couple doors that can be open or closed, but that's kind of where the horses kind of go in and hang out and do their thing. And then the top is for bales and things. We got stuck. The top is for bales and things like that, which is really, really cool and really, really neat. So if you are able to get this map downloaded or anything like that, definitely download it and check out the barn back there because it is really neat. But let's get this all done so we can pick it up. So I think what I've learned with this is these mowers are too heavy for this tractor, and I probably should have gone with like a 2 mower setup, maybe one on the front and a single on the rear versus these crazy mowers. I use these on a lot, but I think the purchase that will be next will be a, well, larger tractor to begin with, let's be fair. But I think it's going to be a T8, and not only that, but the T8 US series. I believe that's from Northeast Farm Group. It's a beautiful tractor, and I mean, a lot of you guys kind of recommended that one. I say, you know what, that's a great idea. But I do intend on keeping these. Another thing was, a lot of you said, hey, DJ, you know, from this area, there's a lot of John Deere. Just keep that in mind. I say, okay, good to know, good to know. So eventually, you know, maybe down the road somewhere, we will get into some John Deere stuff. But I will say for now, we will probably try to keep as much, you know what, let's kind of swing this wide a little bit right here. We'll probably try and keep as much New Holland on here as we can. If you remember my Let's Play series on Lone Oak back in FS17, you'll know that I started with Case IH, but I quickly made my way over to New Holland. We also experimented with Massey Ferguson. We had a lot of Massey Ferguson. So I ended up changing my mind a ton. I was like, all right, you know, these tractors are on sale, or these tractors are, you know, way better than what I've got. But I always liked keeping all of my equipment the same brand. And I've kind of kept that through to Farm Sim 19 here as well. So if you have been following me, if you know me, like one brand, so we will probably continue with the one brand thing. So New Holland for now, but down the road, you never know. We got a lot of grass to pick up. As you can see right here, this is wet grass, but at the end of the day, it's just, well, it's just grass, isn't it? I am using a modified version of the, well, actually, I'm not sure which one it is. Let's check it out because this is available for all platforms. The Chrome Turbo 3500. It's just a loading wagon. It doesn't hold a bunch, but it is really nice because there's tons of like old classic designs to it and even some new designs as well. So if this is something that you like, definitely check it out on ModHub for all platforms. It's a really cool piece of equipment. And we're not picking up half as much grass as I thought we were going to. Okay, nonetheless, let's just keep picking it up. I wonder how much we're going to get by the end of it. Here's our last run in right now, and we've already got 35,000 liters. I imagine we're going to get another 10 or so, maybe even more off of this field right here if we can just line it up perfectly. I tell you what, man, that grass is the same color as the grass on the ground. I know it's all grass, and you'll be like, yeah, it's all the same, DJ, you got it. But I can't seem to pick it up. Giving me a hard time. Nonetheless, how you like this? We not only took an area that we could have just simply plowed up and not even thought about it, we took that same area and we have now collected, well, now 40,000 liters, probably going on 50 by the time we're done with this field right here. Oop, we missed a little bit. We'll back up, pick that up. This is grass that we can now use to feed our sheep or whatever else we need to next year. But even take this grass, dump it on the ground, and turn it into hay next year as well if we want to. Now, as you know, with sheep, you don't need hay. You can have hay, but if it's just as much to pick up the grass and put it in a silo, well, that is what I recommend that you do. So, nice. Good amount. We're rocking, baby. We are rocking. All right, here's what we've got. We have 52,464 liters. I've put the multi-fruit silo right over there, and that means, yes, this silo should and does hold grass. If we go in here and we take a look, we're going to bump over to grass. We'll see that we are getting grass in our silo. So that is all of it right there. Cool. So now with these same fields, we need to take this, we need to grab our plow, and we need to plow them all up. And once we plow them up, then we can go through and do the precision farming thing. So that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to use this same tractor, grab the plow, and get all those fields ripped up. Here we go. Let's unfold. Boom, just like so. Drop it in the ground. Kind of get it lined up about where we want it, and allow create fields. Let's rock through. Yeah, buddy. So some of you guys may be asking, DJ, you just mowed the grass. Why are you going now and plowing everything up? I don't understand. This is because I want to be able to use this area as a grass field. Now, in order to use it as a real grass field, I need to be able to plant grass in it. Not just for it to have grass, but to be able to plant grass in it. I can double or even triple the amount of grass that I get from this field the next time that I mow, just because it has been plowed up. So that is exactly what I'm going to do. We can control the pH of it. We can control the nitrogen levels. We can control the fertilization, most importantly. This will allow us to get the most yield out of this grass and really anything. So I always recommend, if you need grass and you've got fields like this, animal pastures are great for it. Simply just go through and plow it up. Mow it first, take the grass that's already down, and then plow it up. And simply plant more down. And since we're still in early spring, so we're still in the first day in game, well, this allows us to do pretty much whatever we want, which is very, very nice. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to go through, plow all these up. You've seen me mow them. You've seen me pick everything up in windrow. You know what? I don't think you need to see me plow it all up, but I'll show you what it looks like when we're finished. Now that every field is done, we need to get the Assyria Scout in here. We need to just put it down on one of these fields. This one's going to hit the whole map because, well, of course it is. Let's put that there. Let it do its thing. Let's take a little trip up in the air and see what we have done. So we've got these three right here. Plus, you might be able to see smack dab in the middle of your screen, we have our other field. So the darkest one around those, that is going to be our other field. Beep, right down to the ground. So let's just take a soil sample, turn a hope on it on, because I don't know how to use this yet. There we go. All right, soil sample is taken, and we want to send the soil samples off for analysis. What that's going to do is that is going to give us this area right here. Hey, all right. So now we know exactly what we need to do, and we also know that we need to put some fertilizer in here. So we're going to give them a little bit of lime. We're going to give it a little bit of fertilizer. Well, we're going to give it some lime. Then we're going to plant grass. Then we'll give it the fertilizer. We'll do all of that, and that should be the last time we have to use the Assyria Scout, at least until next year. So what I'm going to do is we're just going to post that right there and put it away. Perfect. Yeah, some four-wheelers coming in handy. I do love this thing. It's a really, really neat little thing. I love it. All right, here we go. Let's pull this out of here. Let's see, activate normal application or automatic application. That is turned on, which is good. We want that on. Again, remember, put the lime down first, then seed, then do fertilizer, and use all of them on automatic if you want the best results. What that's going to do is that's going to only put lime and fertilizer down where you want it, and it'll put down just the right amount. So let's say I get down to an edge, it's not sending fertilizer off the side or lime off the side of a field. You could literally just leave it on. It's not even going to kick it off. If you're not in a field, it will not turn on. This is a wonderful feature that I hope is not only implemented, but also perfected in the next Farming Simulator game, because this is a feature that I absolutely love. You can see right here, it's on, but it's not doing anything because we're not on ground that needs lime. So it's just not putting the lime down. We'll come straight over here, and then it will start applying the lime again, which it has, just like so. Very cool, isn't it? Very, very cool. All right, well, I folded up just a little bit to get through here. So all the fields are going to get this. Then we're going to plant. Nice and easy. Nice and easy. Now here's the fun part, is seeding all of this. Tons of area, a lot of really tight areas, and I am not looking forward to this one bit because the headlands are going to stink. Absolutely stink. So let's see if we can line this up at least a little bit. Drop down, turn it on, and go. And as you can see, especially with this planter, we actually have some quite interesting collisions. So here's what we're going to do. We're trying, yeah, it's not even touching it, it's colliding. So what we may have to do is come through and plant grass, like paint it. We may have to paint some grass along some of these edges. It's just not gonna get close enough. It's unfortunate and it stinks, but it is what it is. We will move on. It is okay. It is totally okay. Please don't catch. Please don't catch. Oh yeah, it's already, it is pushing against that. This is not the planter for this job at all. This is what we got. So it's what we got to use. I tell you what, dude, this is going to be the toughest one yet. See, let's put that down. Turn it on. Just double check and make sure I'm planting grass here and not anything crazy like, I don't know, alfalfa or whatever. Bring this through. We do need to close this gate. There we go. Good. Come through, don't get stuck. Yeah, of course it's getting stuck. Why wouldn't it, right? Why wouldn't it? These have been extremely difficult to get all this done, but I tell you what, here's the thing. As soon as we get this done, we don't have to do this again. The grass is in the ground. I'm not going to pull the grass out. We're just going to leave it in and let it be. Yes, we will put more fertilizer down, aka the nitrogen. Yes, we will have to put more lime down to adjust pH balance and things like that. As the pH balance will start to change, the more and more you use the field and the more you plant in the field. So there is all of that. So to keep that in mind, you can't just do this once and be done with it. A lot of things have to happen to take place for all this to work and for you to get 100%. Precision farming is pretty cool, but there are things that you need to know before, really jumping in. So here we are. We've got this field's done. Let's go ahead and fold it up. Bring over here. And then we've got one more field. We have the horse pasture to do, and then we'll be finished. We will definitely get a cut off of this probably in summer 1 or summer 2, and then we'll get one more probably on autumn 3, and hopefully in year 2 we should get 3 full cuts. And there's only one more thing to do, y'all. Let's hit it. Let's go to activate application range. Perfect. This is going to be the fertilizer. Now, there are a few things that we're going to have to do at least on the other fields before we apply the fertilizer, because what we need to do is we need to go in and see what spots we have missed before we run into any issues there. Here, we're hitting stuff. I actually didn't miss any spots on this farm, so I'm real happy about that. We didn't miss anything at all, so everything that we plowed up, we were able to get fertilizer down on, we were able to get seed down on, and all that good stuff. See, so let's go ahead and, actually that stuff is not hitting, so it's a little bit too small, so we'll have to turn off active fertilizer. There we go. Turn that off, and got it. Now we'll go ahead and activate again, and hang out of here. Actually, go ahead and let that go, and close that up. We don't need to be over here anymore. Oh man, I'm so excited. Yeah, that's gonna be a couple days, but the good thing is we don't have to do anything else to that field. It's done. It's 100% complete. These fields, on the other hand, yeah, we got a little bit more work to do on them. Let's pull in here so we can get off the road. Hey, and let's find our paint. Before we do anything crazy, save the game. Always save the game. Let's go in here, painting, and we want to find ourselves some grass, and we want to find these spots like right here that are just a little bit white. There we go. So these are just spots that I was just unable to get close enough to get the planter to recognize them. So a couple of these I'm just going to kind of give myself a bit of a help for the next time around. We've got some right here, so we'll come around this gate. There we go. That'll do. Perfect. Let's see. Do we have any more around here? We do. We have a little bit down here on the edge. We'll zoom in and just kind of give it like this. Now, the reason I'm doing this is so that the grass grows through there. I still want the grass to grow even if it's spots that I've missed. Get out of here, birds. So with this, the grass will grow and it will be good. Yes. Any more down through here? A little bit right here. Not too crazy. We'll go ahead and hit that. Perfect. And I think that's this field done. We do have a little bit on this field, but it's not a whole lot. See, we've got a couple little spots through here. Go plop, 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 plop through there. We'll hit a couple more little spots through here. I think straight down through here, as a matter of fact, needs to be done. So we'll do that. Meet through there. Perfect. Maybe around here. Yeah, just a little bit. So you guys see what I'm up to. I'm just kind of painting in where the ground just didn't quite want to work with me. We just couldn't get our planter close enough. That's all right. All right, we'll finish this up. We'll see you guys, because we're almost done. There you go, guys. Not one, but 4 fields done today. I know it's kind of short, tedious work, but if we want to set this Let's Play up the right way and get as much as we possibly can, it has to be done. But all being said, that is it at least for today. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure you drop a like on it. Get subscribed to the channel if you're new. And join the GoHam fam. Make sure you turn your notification bells on as well so that you never miss daily farming simulator videos here on the channel. All being said, hope you have a great day. We'll see you later. Peace.